Hello, this is Dr. Don, leadership strategist, CEO and founders of Influencers Global. Welcome to Motivation Monday. Help! I keep getting triggered. Every time I look at my cell phone, I find myself getting triggered. Every time I look at the COVID report, I find myself getting triggered. Help! Well, let's talk about triggers real quick. What are triggers? Triggers is an event that happens in a moment of time. It's something that happens that draws an emotion out of you. And it draws that old emotion, that fight or flight, and sometimes a flee or freeze or appease, I call it. Fight, flight, freeze, or appease. Sometimes when we get triggered, we want to go to fight mode, we go into check. And other times we go into run mode. I'm going to just run away from my problems. And then other times we say, hey, you know what? I'm going to appease everybody because I was triggered and I don't want to cause a conflict. And other times we just freeze. We don't know what to do. We can't make a decision. And you could be having an absolutely great day, and here comes a trigger because somebody cut you off on the road on your way to work. You get triggered because you get a notification on your phone. You get triggered because you saw something on social media. You get triggered because something that someone does or says in your family or in your household. We get triggered a whole lot. So what should you do with the triggers? Well, you should first stop and notice it. When are you most likely to be triggered? That's the first question. When is it? Where you're at? What are you doing? Who you're around? What are the triggers? What's the environment? Once you isolate the environment, what is it about that environment that triggers you? Is it a different opinion? Is it a different thought, a different point of view? Is it how you're being treated? And then my third question for you is what does that mean to you? So if somebody demeans you, for instance, how do you internalize that? Or if somebody doesn't thank you, or if somebody doesn't respond to your email, or if somebody cuts you up, how do you internalize it? And then oftentimes what you find out underneath, if you keep asking the questions, that we build these big stories about why the person cut us off, or maybe why they didn't speak to us when they just really were triggered themselves and they didn't see that we were in the room. Or maybe they were struggling about something that happened to them, but we've exaggerated the story, made it so large. So my final question for you is it really true? Whatever your story is, whatever your narrative is it really true? And if it's not true, what is true? What is really true? And what does the truth, once you get to the truth, what does the truth give you the ability to do as a choice as you move forward? So the next time she doesn't speak to you, instead of taking it personally, maybe you find some truth in there, something that's really real, and you can respond differently and say something like, maybe she just didn't see me, or maybe she's just inwardly focused right now. Whatever the truth is, there's a truth beneath your trigger. And when you can get to the truth, you can get your freedom. Thank you so much for joining for Motivation Monday. Make it a great week. Hey, I just wanted to stop by and say thank you so much for watching, for viewing, and participating in Motivation Monday. If you like what you hear, feel free to subscribe. Not only feel free to subscribe, share it with your friends and your family, share it on social media. I'd love for you to help me get the word out there, and hopefully we can motivate a whole army of people. Thanks so much.